Honestly, I really want to say when I came to my house one day when I was thinking about the whole like pre-med stuff, and I was kind of honestly, like, I was ashamed of it. I really was. I was like,
Hmm.
you know, um it's been something I've been telling everybody I was gonna do. Like, feel me? Everybody knows me as this kid that's gonna be a doctor. Like, I'm gonna make all this money. Like, I'm gonna save the family. Like, you feel me? And for all that
Facts.
to just be crushed,
Yeah.
yeah, I really felt terrible, bro.
Welcome to the Unknown Options, the place where we explore the unknown options. My name is Will, and today I have with me Adu A1. Adu, it's great to have you here. Your journey is important, so we want to highlight the good, the bad, and the ugly. For someone who might not know, what is an artist?
To me, I would say an artist is someone who's able to take whatever vision they have in their mind and just bring it into reality. So whether that's with music or drawings, anything like that, if you're able to just add something new to the world, I feel like you can consider yourself an artist.
I love it. What kind of artistry does Adu A1 specialize in?
Auto A1 definitely specializes in the music artistry. Really, I've been making music ever since I was 7 years old. I remember on my little iPhone, I think it was the iPhone 9.
Hmm.
No, one of the older iPhones. I want to say like the 5 or 6 or whatever. It's not important. But I would have GarageBand, so I would make songs on GarageBand, and just to see that evolution throughout my life has reaffirmed to me that you know this is exactly what I should be doing. You know.
I love it. You kind of answered my next question and how you started, but I guess what preempted you into downloading or not, you didn't download GarageBand, but what preempted you into, I guess, using GarageBand, or what in your background led to you falling in love with music so much that you wanted to make it?
Mhm. Honestly, I don't think it was anything that ever triggered me. I just remember I used to always listen to Meek Mill. So I know he had a Dream Chaser series that came out when I was in I think high school, and his music was very inspirational to me, and I just loved the way it made me feel because his lyrics were always about just chasing your dreams and like elevating in life and doing what you wanted to do. So for me, when I would feel that inspiration, I was just like, all right, wow, like his music is really making me feel inspired. Like, I can do whatever. Like, why not? I try to do the same thing with other people. Try to make music that really makes people feel good, gets them inspired, and just create a legacy like that. So I would really say that was the thing that drove me into making songs myself. And I always felt like I had a voice for it, like, but yeah, I just decided to just lock in with it.
I respect that. Meek Mill inspiring the youth.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. Why do you, I mean, I know you just broke down like that it inspired you, it gave you hope, got you excited. Why is music in general? Why is it important in general? And what
Mhm.
do you think it contributes to the general society?
To jump start. I think music is that one part of life that everyone partakes in. Like, everyone has a certain song that they like to hear or a certain tune that at some point is stuck in their heads. Really, I think that's what connects us all as humans. It's universal. Different cultures have different types of music. Wherever you go, you can't get away from it. So, and let me see. And what was the last part of the question again?
What does music contribute to like the general public or the general society?
Oh yeah.
Or maybe even being an artist if we want to get more specific.
hmm Well, when you first said the general society, as I stated, I do think it brings people together, and it's a great way to just unify a large number of people. Um, and then for artists, I think it's important because every artist has a certain fan base that relates heavily to them. So it just makes people feel heard, makes people feel seen. Um, like, I might think a certain type of music that I like is weird, but then I hear an artist consistently do only that type of music, and he's making it look cool, and he's doing the right things, like it's gonna make me feel seen.
Definitely.
So I think it
Definitely.
just helps people feel seen because people can relate to the artist.
I love it. Tell us. I mean, we always want to highlight your journey, and I know we both went to UT Charlotte. I'm not. I believe you graduated. I'm not sure if like if
Yeah.
you got
I
okay.
have. Yeah, I haven't graduated yet. I have about 12 more credits.
Okay.
But I do plan to finish that this year.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Bet.
Yeah, we almost
Okay.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, man, ain't nothing like it. Getting up out of
Nah,
there.
for real.
So tell us since you're still in school, college, tell us like your journey and your evolution. I know like the reason why I'm asking these questions. I know like I've been an entrepreneur since I think since I've been born, but I really started getting into it heavily when I was 16.
Mhm.
And my dad always then he didn't mind. He always encouraged me to chase my dreams and my businesses. My mom, on the other note, she kind of hated it. She was not a proponent of it.
Mhm.
Tell us and I know I've heard a lot of stories about people like chasing musical or I guess artistic visions, and they've had a lot of I guess negativity that they were shrouded in. Tell us
Mhm.
like your evolution and what you were doing in high school, how high school was, and
Mhm.
then I guess you coming into college and really falling in love and starting to make this music. Tell us your journey if you can.
Right. Yeah. So, um, I definitely feel you on being creative ever since I was young, because I was the same way, bro. For me, I think what a big catalyst was when I was younger. I really liked to read books.
Mm,
Like preferably the type of books that I liked was self help books. So it was this one book called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And literally, like I read that book like 5 times through. Like, it was one of my favorite books because it really made like simple laws that obviously help you in your spirituality or, like your pursuit of happiness. Like they were just so helpful. And I was like, wow, okay, like there's a whole category of books that are just designed to help me get better. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, so I really delved into
yeah.
that. Um, I remember the first business I ever started, I was in high school and it was called Gifted. And I made like little t-shirts. And really what I did was I went to some of the football games and I like took photos at the football games and I put my logo on it and I sold the t-shirts to some of my friends. So I can definitely say that, I've been wanting to be an entrepreneur or having this bug in me since I was a kid, man. I was in IB when I was in high school, so I was taking a little bit more challenging classes, and just being in that environment too taught me early that all right, life is a game and it's a competition. Like, even though these people or whatever are beside me, it's like I always got to focus on myself and just how I can improve, because at the end of the day, if I don't focus on myself, feel me, nobody is. So
Definitely.
I always try to keep that in mind, bro. uh Graduated high school. I was kind of making music a little bit, but not really. Like I was working at Chick-fil-A in 11th grade.
Nice.
Like, I couldn't afford no studio time. Like, and plus at the time,
Definitely.
I thought I was going to the NBA. Like,
Oh,
you feel
really?
me?
So we went from my hoop dreams to
Yeah.
so when I got a question on that. I know I'm interrupting you, but
No,
like
you good.
when did like I guess the hoop dreams die, and when did you start to pivot to was music like your the pivot right after like the hoop dreams died, or was it like another kind of like thing you
Um,
were into?
Honestly, bro, let's talk about it. Like, you feel me? Like, so, all right, hoop dreams. I would say 11th grade, 12th grade. Like, I was playing AAU, but my high school was just stacked. Like, these guys are winning state championships. Like, like everyone's
Okay.
D1. Like, like I didn't make the team any year in high school. So when I graduated, I was just like, all right, like it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, let me just focus on something else.
Yeah.
Um, and really, I wanted to go to the University of Florida. You feel me? And that was my biggest
Okay.
dream. I was telling everybody, I'm gonna be a Florida Gator. I applied and I actually got in.
Nice,
Like literally,
nice.
I got in. I got in a lot of colleges. Like I said, I was in IB, so I was taking like higher level classes.
Yeah.
So I got in University of Florida, University of Kentucky, UConn, NC
Oh man.
State, UC Charlotte. Like I was I was applying like fuck though. Like, you feel me? Like, I was applying to a
Yeah.
lot of schools. But yeah, I definitely got accepted. And then they sent the bill. You feel me? eighty thousand
100%.
dollars a year for
Oh my
one single
gosh.
year. I was just like, okay, like, am I really gonna just be dumb because I like their logo? Like, you
Exactly.
feel you feel
Exactly.
me?
Exactly. But
Like,
living in Florida ain't too crazy though. But for 80K a year, it might be
80K a
crazy,
year, I can't, bro. I can't
honestly.
afford that. And two, I didn't really know what career I wanted, and I was just like, all right, like, it's just not a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, it's fine. Like, I'll just go visit or something. Like, so yeah, so I just decided to go with the most school that made the most sense, like, financially and everything. And that was UNC Charlotte. And before I went, I didn't even want to go, but that was the best decision I've ever made, like, in my life. Like, you feel me? I had a great time. I've had
Yeah.
have like UNC Charlotte was a blast. Like, I joined a fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Like, feel me? I was in a lot of clubs. I was very involved on campus. Like, I met so many people. Like, yeah, man, I definitely had a great time at UNC Charlotte. But let me get back to the story. So yeah, all right. So 12th grade, they made the basketball team. I'm like, all right, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do because I gotta pick a major and I'm about to start college. Um, so I was like, okay, well, what profession makes the most money? I was like, okay, doctors. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a doctor. You
Hey,
feel
hey, I
me?
like it. I like it.
Like, I'm
I
gonna
ain't
be a
mad at
doctor,
it.
bro. Like, I'm kind of smart, right? It can't be that hard. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. I told myself I was gonna be a biology major. I did that for about a year, but to be honest, like, I just started thinking more about the type of life that I really did want to have. And even though it would be cool to do that, and I appreciate everyone who has taken that path, I just feel like I got to a point where I was like, I'm just not ready to sacrifice what it takes, you
Mm,
know?
yeah.
But, by that time, I was like sophomore year, like, I already blown a year and a half of credits of classes, retaking classes. Like, um, it was just tough for me. It was very tough because really that was like a shattering of my identity, bro. Like, you
Mhm.
feel me? I was telling everyone, like, my family, all my friends, like, yeah, I'm gonna be a doctor. Like, I'm gonna be a doctor. Like, you feel me? Like,
But it is, but I think it's even tougher for you to, or not even tougher, but I guess realer or humbling to for you to tell yourself that you aren't willing to sacrifice that, because a lot of
yeah.
people never have that conversation with themselves in the beginning, and they end up hating their life.
Yeah, nah, for real, bro. And I didn't want it to get to that point because as much as, like, we all want to, like, have the freedom of our own schedules and our own business and everything, like, the pursuit of happiness is always within myself. You feel me? So if I'm not even happy now, like, what do I think is gonna get easier?
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro, them self-help books, like,
I gotta dive into them, bro. I honestly probably like I don't think I've like ever read a self help book. I'm not gonna lie to you.
bro. So they do get a lot of rap, right? And
Mhm.
like, it's not all like glitz and glamour, right? Like, you can get into that rabbit hole where you're just buying books on books on books.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
if you can get like one or two that are really specific to what you want to do, like, bro, I'm telling you, it helps out so much. Like, you don't got to go get these vague, like, how to win friends and influence people. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah,
you don't need that,
yeah,
bro. But if you
yeah.
could find a good self help book that's like, all right, how to, build up your Facebook ad agency, you feel me? 50
Okay,
steps, like, you
okay,
feel me? Then it's
yeah,
like, okay, this is
yeah,
practical as hell. Like, you feel me? This is
yeah.
exactly what I need to do what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Definitely,
Hell
definitely. That
yeah,
that makes
bro.
sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm definitely like, and I'm the type of guy, like, I be buying courses online. Like, if I feel me, like, if I need a topic that I don't really know, I'm just like, all right, like, fuck it. Like, I just pay the $30 or whatever, just get a course that show
Yeah.
me how to do it. And, like, it can only help you. So
I'm the same way, and I feel like people who aren't willing to spend like people. I feel like there's two types of people in the world. I feel like people like us that buy courses and people that like just hate courses. They're like, oh, like everything's a scam. Like you can't buy courses, but like
yeah.
at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how much you spend because you can always make the money back, in my opinion. And then it's
Hmm.
like you're always going to learn something, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're always going to learn something, always.
Definitely, bro. There are some scams out there, but at the end of the day, like, that's on you to be a sensible enough person to, just avoid the BS, and just don't just go out there buying anything, but really look at it. Take a look at the reviews first. Google the reviews, Yahoo the reviews, whatever. See what other people are saying, and then decide if it's worth it.
Facts.
Um, yeah, bro. Let me see. Sorry. So yeah, I was at college. I decided I wasn't gonna be pre med. So I sat down with myself. I was like, all right, like what do I really want to do for real? Like, because at this point I'm 21. Like, life's not a game. Like, I'm working two jobs. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta make something shake. So I was like, all right, well, I've been kind of making songs here and there. I didn't really have a lot of studio equipment. Um, and then I was like, what else? Like, yeah, I tried YouTube a couple times to make videos, but I wasn't really consistent with it. Um, and I just told myself, you know what? I'm just really gonna try to make songs. Like, I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I'm really consistent and it's fun. Like, the
Yeah.
most of all, it's fun. Like, I really enjoy doing it. Like, I enjoy making songs, even if it's just me and like two other people in the room. Like, we just having a good time. Like, I love that feeling. Um, so yeah. So when I decided I didn't want to be pre med no more, I still didn't have any studio equipment. So I was like, all right, I need to get, I need to get studio equipment. I need to learn how to record myself. I need to learn how to make whatever I'm making right because I couldn't afford studio time. The guy I was going to, he was charging 40 an hour.
Okay. Dang.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't afford it, bro. I knew the only
Yeah.
way I could really do it for real is if I brought the studio to my house. So that's what I did. I went out. I got a student refund check. I went out and just bought all the equipment that I needed. Literally Googled everything: mic stand, microphone, pop filter, audio interface, cables, headphones, monitor, speakers. That's it. And FL Studio.
Easy.
You know, and yeah, I just taught myself how to record, bro. I was watching YouTube tutorials. A lot at that time too. When I first started, I would bring my friends over and I would just tell them just record and I'll engineer it just so I could learn it. You know.
Wow.
So yeah, bro. A lot of my early mixes were so bad, but over time it's gotten better, and it's
Yeah.
just crazy to go back and listen to it how it was back then and how it is now, and it's just the evolution, bro. Like I knew I was doing the right thing because I'm always elevating up. Like, you know,
Definitely.
I don't want to get too ahead of the story, but that's just one thing I've always noticed. Like, all right, it's going up, so that's good.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, about the studio equipment, I started engineering some of my friends just to kind of learn how to do it. And yeah, over time I got better. I started charging more. And since the studio was at my house, I could literally record whenever I wanted to. So, when I get off of work, I might make a song or two. Even when I wake up in the morning, sometimes the first thing I do is just look up some beats, try to like get a vibe going for the day. Yeah, and it's not as hard as people think. I want to say that too. Sometimes people will be like, "Oh, like you got a lot of songs, or how do you come up with these melodies and stuff like that?" But really, like I just play a beat and just try to like catch a vibe for it, try to see how my voice sounds on it. Um, and if it sounds good, I just talk about what's going on.
And
Literally.
that's a interesting quote you said there. You said it's not hard. Do you think making music requires talent? Wait, let me phrase that question. Does making music or good music per se
Mm-hmm.
making? Cause I've heard some of your songs that are good. So does
Appreciate it,
making
bro.
good music require more talent or more consistency?
That's a good question. I would say more consistency because talent isn't required to make good music.
Is
And
it
that's
not?
true. It's not. Believe it or not, talent isn't required to make good music. When you listen to
Yes.
music, I want to say like 70% of it is the beat. All right. If you don't like
Yeah.
the beat
Yeah.
off rip, like you don't even care what the person has to say. But
True.
if you hear that beat and that beat gets you up and going and and the voice is smooth and it fits, then you're more than likely gonna like it. That's why I believe personally, as an artist from like a person who's getting on the beat, like, you don't necessarily have to have talent.
Mm.
It would be nice. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Like, yeah,
facts.
but yeah. I mean, you've seen these songs that are going up right now,
Oh
like
yeah,
that. that aren't necessarily the most creative or the
Definitely.
most, like, I don't even want to. I'm not gonna say it's not intellectual because it is, and it reaches a certain market, but
Yeah.
like it's just not cool. What people consider as good, but it's going up
Yeah.
millions of streams. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Because
You're right.
yeah,
Do you
and
think do you think beat makers have talent, or is it
yeah,
consistency on their end too?
yeah. Honestly, bro, I skipped this part. But before I went into making songs, I made beats for a little bit. And
Mhm.
to be honest, I hate to say this, but producers are treated the worst in the industry. Like, that's what made me stop being
Mm,
a producer. Honestly, like how they were getting treated. Like,
really?
I had a friend, he got a placement on a big song, and they gave him 1 percentage point. Like,
Goodness.
I was just like, dang, like all that hard work, all them hours and time, and you sending out beats, sending out 100 beats a day. You got to make these beats, send them out. Like, making a beat is a lot harder than making a song, definitely. And they get treated the worst, bro. So I just, it's unfortunate and it sucks. It really does.
Dang. Yeah, but you're spot on because like I know when I'm listening to music, if that beat's not hitting within the first probably I'd say 5 to 10 seconds, I'm definitely hitting the skip
Yeah, you like I'm
button.
straight. You're like, I don't even want to hear the rest, bro.
Definitely,
But that's why
definitely.
it's like it's fun because it's like, all right, all you gotta do is be consistent. Like you
Facts.
don't every song doesn't have to be a hit. If you can just make
Yeah,
20 songs, at least one of them is really gonna be good enough to people are gonna be like, wow, who's this? Like, let me download his music. Like, you know?
you're right. You're
So
right.
yeah,
You're
bro, you gotta
right.
think about it like that. Like, you feel me? Like, I have so much fun with this shit. And it's like, all right, just make hella stuff and then just drop what sounds good. And then you'll be straight.
Facts. You're right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That kind of feeds into like one of my later questions, but like um one of the question that I usually ask is like is college required to like do this? Obviously it's not, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to ask a question of how has college influenced kind of I know you made a lot of networking here, like you're in like you said the fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
How has college positively and negatively influenced your musical journey so far? Because you're
Okay.
still there.
Bro, these are great questions. Like, these are really great
Thank you,
questions. I don't
thank
want to
you.
say that. Um, okay. First, let's start off with positive. So, positively, going to college, bro, I've met so many people it doesn't even make sense. Like, I've made so many great connections of people that like I'll be talking to. It's just the best thing, bro, because like me in high school, like I said, I was in IB and it was only like 10 of us. You feel me? And I didn't really,
Mm.
I'm not gonna say I didn't get along with them, but like we weren't like talking every day, like, hey, how are you? Like, oh, I'm good. Like, you feel me? It
Yeah,
was just, all right, I'm
yeah.
going to class. All right, what's up? What's up? And
Facts.
then, like, and then
Facts,
I go
facts,
home.
facts.
But yeah, when I got to college, I was like, bro, I'm not about to go through that again. Like, you
Mm,
feel me? So I don't care. Like, I'm gonna talk to people. I'm gonna say what's up. Like,
yeah.
and for me personally, I always try to tell myself like you can always learn something from everybody.
Mm,
You feel me? No
I
matter
like
what,
that.
like something like it doesn't have to be
Facts.
something related to money, like just something in general. Like you always pick that
Facts.
up from everybody. So it's like, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And like I'm genuinely interested, like you feel me, on what people got going on, like you feel me, because
Facts.
it's the world around me. Like, why would I not be inquisitive of it? Like,
Mm,
so, and I like to hear people's stories. Like, I think going to college just really connected me in ways that I couldn't have done without it. Definitely. Yeah, unless I was like hanging around all the time, but that would be weird.
yeah.
You feel me? If I didn't go to
Yeah.
class, like if I didn't go to
Yeah.
UNC Charlotte, but I was always on Charlotte like campus.
Yeah.
But
Hey, some of those, definitely some of those.
yeah,
Yeah.
see, but it's weird. Nah, nah, Brody. But yeah, positively, like I said, it's made a lot of connections. I feel like I really grew into myself. Like I really grew into myself. Just like I said, just learning stuff from all these people that I'm coming in contact with. Like, it helps me create my own identity. So
Facts.
definitely really cool. Um, yeah, is that the only positive? I want to bring up another positive. Like, yeah, like just meeting people, connecting, learning more about myself, learning more about others. Yeah, okay. And then negatively, I would say it's kind of a flip of what I said earlier about when you're in contact with all these people, like it's kind of inevitable that you're gonna start comparing yourself. You
Mm,
feel me? And I think that was
yeah,
something I definitely struggle with, just like comparing myself to others and like feeling bad because I don't have this or I don't have that or I'm not, you feel me, or I'm not up here
yeah,
yet when I should be.
definitely.
And it really messed with me, bro, because as much as I was building my own identity and like trying to figure out who I was, like it would be certain situations where I would feel like, all right, I don't even know myself for real. Like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah,
Um, it would just be times where I would just doubt myself a lot, like wonder if all this is even worth anything, like, you know. But
yeah,
I just had to tell myself, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna remember how I feel, you know, and people are gonna remember how I made them feel. So let's try to keep pushing, bro.
that's deep.
Definitely. That was, yeah, that was one of the negative things, but overall, uh I recommend college. I definitely recommend college. But major is just as important as well. Like you don't want to go in there for a major that doesn't make any money for real, you know.
Definitely, 100%.
Um, but yeah, and too, like there's people that go to college and don't connect or don't do anything either. So it's two sides of that. Like you feel me? You got to go to college with the. If you're gonna go to college, you got to go to college with the right mindset.
You
You feel
do.
me? Like don't waste all that money and just don't talk to nobody. Don't, you feel me? Explore anything. Just go in there and just ask questions about everything. If I give
Facts.
advice to anybody, like you feel me, literally ask why. All right, they do this why. Like you feel me, like
Facts.
um, yeah.
I think college, more than the major, I think is literally just about networking.
Mm,
Like all of my friends that I really still talk to, not on a daily basis, I would say, but probably like on a other day, daily basis.
mm,
90% of them are people I met at college, and then the other 10 are from high school. Like people don't realize like the connections, because you have to think about it, like these people, they're on a higher educational learning path,
mm,
so their, I guess, path, their life journey is gonna be similar to yours, especially if you're in the same major. Y'all are in those same major classes or foundational classes.
mm,
You guys are all shooting for the same thing, so your career path is gonna align in some way, so you're gonna have closer bonds with those people. So it's like I think
yeah.
college is literally all about networking. And when I hear people are like, "Oh, like college isn't worth it." Your major definitely is important. Like don't pick a dumb major.
Mm,
But honestly, if you network correctly in college, it doesn't matter what major you pick because those people can get you jobs at any company you
yeah.
really want to
Nah,
go to.
definitely, bro.
Like it's I've seen it, and it's like if I feel like if you get, unless you get obviously like a PhD and like
Mm,
becoming a doctor, like you're gonna get a job. But like I feel like you can have a great degree, but if you don't network and build like those soft skills, your degree is
yeah.
almost
It doesn't matter.
worthless. Like
It
literally.
literally doesn't matter.
Okay, I love what you said, and I love your self awareness. I love that people like people that are self aware.
Yeah, appreciate
Um,
it, bro.
how obviously I think you're on the wave. I'm pretty sure you are. I think I see you post about it all the time. But how do you think AI is going to impact the music industry in the future?
How I think AI is gonna affect the music industry. I think really the biggest thing is just gonna be piracy. Like
Mm,
we've already seen a whole bunch of tracks come out with AI Drake, you know, AI Juice
yeah,
World just singing different types of songs. Um, I don't know how they're gonna get around this because at this point, you know, it's way too convenient to send files to each other. You know, so
yeah,
unless they can police that, which they can't, I think they're just running in circles at this point. Yeah, and I've seen too that Universal is taking down the songs that people upload to the platforms that are with AI voices. So
really,
I kind of think as far as the music industry, that's as far as it's gonna get because realistically, I just don't see how they can. How can I say this? Like I just don't see like how they can police all those files. Like
yeah,
back when Napster came out, this was kind of like a similar problem they had, like with the piracy. It's like, all right, people are sharing these files and giving these files out to people. and it's using our artist's voice or whatever. So technically, it's ours. So we need to stop it. But it's like, how can you stop a big network of computers like this? And that was back then. Imagine now.
Yeah,
You feel me? So
it's gonna be like it's yeah, it's gonna be interesting unless like the government owns all these platforms. You know what I mean? That's gonna be kind of only
yeah,
way.
but now, especially with like these platforms where you can upload music to platforms, it literally takes 2 seconds. You just click
True,
upload, and your song is on Apple Music, Spotify. These are all these platforms. So that's really what I
true.
was saying. It's just too easy to get the music out. Every time they take it down, someone else is gonna upload it. And from the moment you click upload, it's on the platforms within a day. So I
Facts.
just don't see how they're gonna police all that.
True. It's like guns in America. It's like it's like
Yeah,
you can buy one anywhere. It's like it's gonna
yeah,
be impossible to
exactly.
wreck. Like people like ban guns. Like yo, you know how many guns are in circulation right now? Like
Yeah,
it's literally gonna be impossible to regulate guns. Like
I do
it's
think there's gonna be a market for AI songs though, like how they sell leaked songs.
really, you think so? Why is that?
Yeah. Um, just really just current off based off the current leak market. People are selling Juice WRLD leaks for like $1 million. Imagine if someone made an AI Drake song, put a 6 second snippet on TikTok, it goes up, and then they say, all right, like, it's the full track is in this Discord, but you got to pay $1,000 to get it, or it'll be way more than 1,000. It'd be like 50,000. You feel
Wait
me?
a
Like,
second. I just
it's
learned about a new market.
yeah, the leak music
So
market, bro.
yeah. Talk to that real quick because I
Yes,
never heard that before
bro.
ever.
Really? Yeah,
No,
bro.
because he
Literally,
threw me off because you were like people pay, and I was like, wait, what do you mean they pay
yes,
for
bro.
it?
People pay for leaks. People pay for leaks.
What?
So okay, so this is why like hacking and stuff is like it will literally make you a millionaire, bro. Like,
Mhm.
just a caveat. I know Kendrick Lamar lost his hard drive, and I'm like, I know
Yeah,
whoever found that hard drive is rich as hell. But
yeah.
that's another point, right? So yeah, bro. So on like Discord, and what's the other website? Reddit. There's like these people who literally are like sophisticated computer programmers that'll literally hack these artists' computers, these engineers' computers. Like, they literally is their job is to go and try to find people who are connected to artists and then break into their iCloud, break into their computers, all that stuff. And when they get those leaked music files, they sell them. Yeah, and these songs go for like literally these songs go up for 25,000, 30,000. Like, people are paying a lot of money for these songs because they're unreleased. Like when
But
Juice
who
WRLD
be?
passed, bro, literally, I seen it. Like, people was offering leaks for $10,000 for 2 leaks. I was like, bro, this is ridiculous, and people were buying them. Like, and then you see new Juice WRLD leak on YouTube. So
Oh, so do you think
yeah.
like that's in? I've never heard that before. I know I've heard
Yes,
of leaks, obviously, but I didn't know people were paying
a
for leaks.
market, yes, Brody. Because if you're the first person
So
to get a leak up there, you might get a million views off that.
okay, so that's okay. So I was gonna wonder who is like just regular people buying it. So it's like YouTube
Regular
channels kind of
people,
buying
bro.
it.
Regular people. It's just people outside. you know?
That's so crazy to
Like,
me.
yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like, it's like a black market, but for music.
Dang,
Yeah, that's why, bro.
that's
Yeah, that's why when these artists be getting their songs leaked, they be mad as hell because it's unlikely you get one song leaked. They probably got like five. Like if they got a couple, they
true.
probably got a lot.
It might have all of them. They put everything on one hard drive.
Literally, all these people, these random
Dang,
people making money off the music that I was saving for my next project. Like
true.
that's annoying.
And then other thing too that I'm thinking of, they could honestly just copy the lyrics, make their own song with the lyrics, copy the beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it's not out yet. You know what I mean? So they could just copy it and make their own song, or sell to another artist that raps or sings in a similar like tone or
cadence.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Dang.
another. But it's ways to make that money back, right? I'm not gonna say it's not any way to make that money back. So I can kind of see, if people have money to blow or whatever. But 10,000,
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to know that. All right, it's going up on YouTube, but he has a lot of fans. These artists have a lot of fans that will do a
Facts.
lot for them. Like, so it makes sense. But
Facts. Dang, that's crazy. Okay. Now,
yeah,
this has
bro.
been a
it
great
gets it gets
conversation.
deep, bro. Social media is actually terrible, and all like the platforms and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
But
no,
we
you're
just
not
gotta play the
lying.
game until we have enough money, then get out.
Yeah, it's going to get worse too. I know you saw the Apple the Apple glasses that are dropping next
Yeah,
year.
the Vision Pro.
So
Nah, I can't,
yeah,
bro. I can't get it.
hey,
Like,
bro,
I
it's
refuse.
gonna we're gonna be like the metaverse was so big through I think 3 years ago, and people were like, oh, it's fake, and then they're like kind of clowning on it this year.
Hmm.
3 years, we're not gonna be on Instagram on our phones anymore. We're gonna be wearing like the Vision version of 6 that costs like $500 that we
Hmm.
can interact with. I'll be interacting with you like instead of like doing the Instagram DMs. We're gonna be like I'll be able to talk to you.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like it's all it's gonna be is an evolved phone. That's all it's gonna
yeah.
be, an
An
evolved
evolved
phone.
phone. Yeah,
That's all it's gonna
but
be.
that would be
Like,
uncomfortable walking around with them headphones all the time, especially when it's hot.
bro, but
Like,
but but bro, it's gonna they're gonna technology's deflationary. Probably, I mean, you probably already know this. You're a smart dude, but technology is deflationary, so it's gonna get better. So they're gonna work out all the kinks with that price point. And like
hmm,
honestly, bro, look at this. Look at the cell phone, the mobile phone, bro. My mom, she tells me this all the time. She like when she was a kid, she's only 50. She's 54, so she's pretty young. Like I
hmm,
mean, young is relative.
hmm,
But she said when she was a kid, like I guess probably like 10, I'm guessing, they cell phones were like they were blocks that people had in their cars, and like
hmm.
they were like the size of like tablets almost, and they were
Yeah,
heavy. So I mean, look at this now, bro. We're like our phones now have like the computing power of the whole entire world,
yeah.
like pre
That's
2000. You know
crazy.
what I mean?
That's
So you're
crazy.
saying it's gonna be uncomfortable, but in 5 years, bro, you're probably gonna say holding a like how did I hold a phone in my hand for
Yeah,
8 hours in the day?
yeah. It might be glasses, like really actual glasses.
Yeah, bro. Because then
That's
look at
crazy.
it, bro. You're gonna have your hands free again.
Hmm.
Instead of you having to like you can't play the game in text right now. You gotta have one hand on the phone. But
Hmm.
imagine you be able to like have a FaceTime conversation. You see the person still play the
Yeah,
game,
still playing the
make
game.
music. You see
That's
what I'm saying,
crazy.
bro?
Yeah, like around
It's
all like the notifications and stuff here. That'd be fire.
bro. I'm telling you, bro. And then, but you probably have to use your hands now. But the
Hmm.
future versions, bro, they're gonna scan your retinas, so you're gonna be able to like look at like your text and like open text.
Hmm. Oh, you would
Like, you
talk.
know what
Okay.
I
How'd you click?
Yeah.
Yeah, click with your eyes, or you probably I don't know.
I don't know. That's for the engineers, bro. I don't know. I'm just a
Yeah.
visionary, bro. I can just see it, bro. I'm
Yes,
like
sir.
I'm
I
like
feel
Steve
it.
Jobs, bro.
Yeah.
I remember there was one interview with Steve Jobs, like some coder asked him, it's a famous video, I forgot the name of the video, but they asked him like the background of the technology, and he's like, and he didn't say I don't know, but
Hmm.
he didn't really answer the question. But it doesn't matter. Like if you have the money and the backing, all
Yeah.
you need to do is know the product. You know what I mean? And who you're
Yeah.
selling it to, and then someone's going to build it, bro. Like I mean, like there's going to be no shortage of engineers. I mean,
Of
there probably is a
engineers.
shortage of engineers, but like there's no shortage of people that can build these products. It's just honestly, we probably need more creatives, honestly, than anything to
Yeah.
create this stuff because we have people to build them.
There's money there, so I bet they're working like hell.
Bro, what? Oh my!
Like, you
I
feel
can, bro.
me?
If Apple made it, Microsoft got something, Google got something in the works, like they're probably like gonna like. I mean, because they have to compete like with
Hmm.
with the products, so they're gonna drop like 10 bad products and it'll probably be three good products on the market next
Yeah.
year, but they're all gonna be over like $2,000 for the next like 3 years.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
You
Oh
feel
yeah,
me,
I'm
bro?
definitely not getting it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not
I
happening.
gotta focus on the real world a
Facts.
little bit.
Facts. So that was the first half of the interview. We're gonna go into the not so speed round. It's gonna be
That.
around six quick questions.
Hmm.
You don't gotta answer them as fast as you can, but like this it's a not so speed round. So it's gonna be little questions that are gonna have you thinking, but people really want to hear the answer to these questions.
Okay.
The first question is 4 words to describe a musical artist.
4 words to describe a musical artist: creative, persistent, determined, and introspective.
Mm.
Yeah.
I need an
Facts.
elaboration on that last word, introspective.
Introspective, bro, because I feel like making music is such a personal experience. Like, when you make a song, it's really you. Like, it's really your creation. So you have no choice but to think about, all right, what am I going through? How do I feel right now? Like, it's really like a check in with yourself. Like, when I sit down and make songs, I'm like, all right, my day was kind of trash. Like, I kind of want to make like a rage song. Then I just search up those beats
Mm,
that make me feel, the way I'm feeling, and just make a song like that. So, in my opinion, it kind of forces me to take a look at myself and how I'm feeling.
I love that. Wow, that's deep. I like
Hell
it.
yeah,
I
bro.
like it. What's a profession that's most similar to being a musical artist?
A profession similar to being a music artist, I would say, a salesperson.
Mm,
Yeah, I'll say a salesperson, whether it's tech sales, medical sales, whatever. Like, just the sales industry, very similar to the music industry, only because I have a product that I'm not. Well, I would assume that I have customers for it, right?
yeah.
But I don't really know. Like, I have to go out there and find my customers. Like, not everyone's going to be a
Facts.
customer, but feel me, some people are going to be repeat customers. So
Facts.
I think that profession is super similar. You gotta learn how to pitch your product. You really pitch your music. You got to be cool with facing rejection. Some people might not like your product, but you just got to keep going. Literally, you just got to keep going. That's it. Like,
I
and
like
just see what
that.
happens.
I actually love that. That was a great because I work in tech sales. So
And
that was
tech
a
sales is
great
tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great example. I was wondering where you're gonna go with it, but
Hell
I
yeah.
liked it. That
Yeah,
was good.
appreciate it, bro. Nah, for real, bro. Cause um I told you before we start shooting, I also do like digital marketing. It's like
Yep.
Facebook ads, YouTube ads, like it's a business, bro. It's literally a
Yeah,
business. Like,
it
you gotta put
is.
money into advertising, you gotta look at the returns. All right, well, where did I fuck up? Like, can I spend more money on this ad that's gonna bring me more streams? It's gonna bring me more, you feel me, money in my DistroKid account. Like, it's literally a business.
Fact. I love it. I might have to bring you back to talk about that, honestly, because this is an entrepreneurship podcast too, and
Hell
people
yeah.
need to learn how to do that kind of stuff if they're running a business. Because, bro, I actually used to sell websites. I've done SMMA before, and like
SMA, okay.
it's crazy how many like small business owners they don't run any marketing of any
That's
kind.
crazy.
like literally
Yeah,
like no digital, no like in person. It's all word of mouth. Which I mean, it works for some people, but I mean like it's the
it's
21st century.
2023, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
like, it's
you
2023, bro.
need.
If I could pay less than two tenths of 1 penny to be in your phone, like, I'm gonna do it.
Facts,
Like,
facts.
you feel
It's,
me? Like,
and you can get so granular with it. Like it's like people are like it's kind of I don't want to say the word dumb, but it's kind of like nonsensical to not to like be
to
using
not
like
go that way.
to
Yeah,
not yeah it doesn't make any sense.
you
Are
know.
you what are you saying?
Now, I was gonna say, you're not really. You gotta remember too. Like, you're not competing against everybody. You're just competing against everyone who's putting themselves out there and in front of the people. Like, you feel me? The market is the most important thing. Like, you feel me? Like,
Facts.
your product, like, it's just one out of billions. Like, you feel me? You just gotta figure out how to bring it to the market in a way that they're gonna consume it.
I love that. I never heard
Yeah,
that before. I like that. You're competing against people that put themselves in there. I like that. I like
yeah,
that.
hell yeah, bro. Literally, bro. I had to tell myself, like, because you do get attached to your music. Like, like, you'll make 10 songs, you putting it out. You know what I mean? You're not getting the results. You're like, damn, like, this is me for real, and I think this is so good. Like, like, is this trash? Like, like, there are
Yeah, yeah,
there are
yeah,
some
yeah.
times where you doubt yourself. You just gotta remember, like, all right, it's straight. This is fun. It's my business.
Facts.
Some people like it. Like, that's all that matters. Just growing and just keep going little by little. That's it.
Facts. I love it. Are you underpaid or overpaid as a musical artist?
As a musical artist, I would
Mm,
say, from the streaming services, to answer the question, I would say underpaid, because
mm.
artists do get cents on the dollar for every stream. But at the same time, I'm part of this group called The Bridge, and like, we throw shows, we sell tickets to those shows, and so I would say there are ways that artists can make money. You feel
Okay.
me? Like, you
Yeah.
can throw your shows, you can do merch, feel me? Features. Some artists charge for features. Like, it's ways to make money that's not just from the streams. But if we're
Facts.
talking just streams in general, like, yeah, artists are definitely underpaid.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
the main infrastructure source, which is like streaming right now, is like
Mhm.
broken,
Yeah.
but you can make that money up. I know a lot of artists too, or I think
Yeah.
they make a lot of money from touring too, right? That what
Yeah,
they that
shows.
okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes,
Perfect.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where most of the money comes in. So, yeah, streaming and touring, but for smaller artists, you're not really touring. So it's just
True.
streaming and then whatever you can sell. So
Interesting.
clothes, wristbands, whatever, little shows that you put
Definitely.
on. Um, you know, but like I said, with that consistent marketing, like those streaming numbers are gonna go up, and the money is there. It takes a lot of consistency, and you cannot quit. Like, I was telling my friends the other day. I think he's working on his second album right now,
Okay.
right? And I'm working on my third, but I was just telling myself like, dang, like okay, I'm just making another album, like. But no, I'm not telling myself. I was telling him like, yeah, like like, I'm just making another album. Like, all right, like I'm trying to make this different. I'm trying to like do something different. Like I feel like it's just kind of stagnant or whatever. But then he just told me like, bro, you gotta remember, like Lil Durk, he has like 15 mixtapes. Like, like
Facts.
it takes a while, and you really
Facts.
have to stay consistent and keep innovating and not slip up just because you feel like you've already done this before. You feel me?
Facts.
So
It's people. I think there's gonna be a huge gap, not just in the music industry, but really in every industry, because like I feel like now with social media, we have developed like a core, not sense. I don't know the word, but we have developed instant gratification. So people that have worked on their craft, whatever that craft may be, for 10 plus years are going to reap massive awards because most
mhm,
people nowadays
they're
can't
not.
do anything for a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's I mean, and then honestly for the music part, like look at Future. Future has so many mixtapes out, and he didn't blow up until I think he was like 33 or 34, and he was making music for so
For
long, and now he's
so
one of the
long.
biggest he's one of the biggest artists in the world. And if he would have stopped, it would have been a waste of time. So it's always like you said, it's always about introspection. Now I
Right.
like how you tied it back into sales, because like you said, like you have to, like if you're a smaller artist, you have to sell yourself. Like you
Right.
said earlier, the career that it most aligns to is like is a
A
sales a
salesperson.
sales
Yeah.
role. It ties right back to it. I love it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Name one person, book, or event that changed the trajectory of your life.
Change the trajectory of my life. Yeah. Let me see. I was gonna say that book I said earlier, but I'm gonna say something different. That really changed the trajectory of my life. Honestly, I really want to say, when I came to my house one day when I was thinking about the whole like pre-med stuff, and I was kind of, honestly, like I was ashamed of it. I really was. I was like,
Hmm.
you know, it's been something I've been telling everybody I was gonna do. Like, feel me? Everybody knows me as this kid that's gonna be a doctor. Like, I'm gonna make all this money. Like, I'm gonna save the family. Like, you feel me? And for all that
Facts.
to just be crushed,
Yeah.
yeah, I really felt terrible, bro. I had
Yeah.
called my dad, and I was kind of hiding the fact from him. Like, you feel me? Like, I was hiding the fact that I was thinking about changing my major and stuff. But I just called him. I told him I was just like, this is what I'm doing. You know, I hate to do it, but I can't even lie to myself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that really changed the trajectory of my life. Cause like I said, when you do stuff for a certain amount of time, you build an identity with
Mhm.
it, and it just shattered that shit for me.
Yeah. It happens
Yeah.
though. How did they, if you don't mind me asking, how did your family take that? Were they receptive to it, or
Nah, yeah. At first it was hard, just like any other major change. Like, you feel me? Like, it was
yeah,
definitely hard for a little bit, but my parents are definitely very supportive. You feel
nice.
me? So I'm definitely thankful for that. They, didn't try to press me or anything. They're just like, all right, like, feel me? It sucks, but at the end of the day, like, we know you're gonna do what's best for you. So just,
Yeah,
keep doing that. So, I just took that, and I was like, all right, well, at least they're letting me just figure it out. Feel me? And I
yeah,
really appreciate my parents for that. Like, they definitely have just let me figure my own stuff out. So yeah, I was gonna continue to keep doing that. You feel me? And
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. I love it. I love supportive parents, but I have some really supportive parents myself. And like, I feel
Mm.
like if everyone had supportive parents, I wouldn't say there wouldn't be any problems in the world, but the world would be a clearer. There would be more clarity in the world. Like, I
No,
think there'd be less problems.
yeah, you're right, bro. You're definitely right. And to be honest, it was a shock to me, like, when I started meeting more people who didn't come from, you feel me, two parent households, like, I was really shocked because growing up with your whole life like that, you think, oh, everybody has this, like, feel
Yeah.
me, you live in the neighborhood where everybody has it, so it's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
everybody has it, like, but it's not the case,
it's
bro. Like,
it's
it's
vastly
bad.
different.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
hard.
my like it's like it is not even like people think it's just money, but it's not even
It's not
money.
even that.
It's
Yeah.
not money. It's money is like the least like valuable thing in a two-parent household.
Mm.
Is and my parents didn't have a good relationship at all growing up, but they like stuck together for us, for my brothers.
Yeah.
But it's more so like you said, you have it's we gotta have a whole episode on that, honestly, because
Yeah.
we'll if I start talking,
Yeah.
we're already almost at an hour, so I don't want to talk about it because we'll go into
Damn.
the hour talking about two parent households. But the
Yeah.
last question, because
Nah,
we'll
nah.
get at a different day. The last
Yeah.
question is, how would a person start if someone came to you and said, "Adu, I want to become an artist"? What are the steps you're gonna give them to propel them into, I guess, making music, making beats,
All
taking
right.
taking their life back like in their own hands?
Great question. All right, I'm about to give away the sauce. So grab out your papers and pencils. You feel me? All right. So
Nice.
a crash course to become an artist. First thing you need to do, you need to go to distrokid.com, distrokid.com. It's a music distribution platform, and that's how you're gonna get your music on Apple Music, Spotify, just all these different platforms. Like that's the one I use, and sometimes like, I'll just search my name up for fun, and I'll be on these platforms I've never even heard of. You feel me? So step one, get a DistroKid account. Step two, you want to register with a company called ASCAP and a company called BMI. If you search up on Google, it'll pull up. I don't even remember what it stands for, but basically that's where you get your music royalties from, your performance royalties. Your mechanical royalties is gonna come from your DistroKid account. So those are two type of royalties you get from your songs, mechanical and performances. Yeah. So once you got your music distribution, you got your royalty collection. You're gonna open up your YouTube account, and you want to open up a Facebook ads account, right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a song. Well, I didn't even talk about making the song. Get studio equipment. you know, um, if you aren't able to get studio equipment, there are really good apps that you can make really good songs on. One of them is called BandLab. So if you aren't able to get in the studio right now or aren't able to buy equipment right now, go to the Apple Store, Google Play Store, and download an app called BandLab. It's a really high quality app. I've seen people make great songs on them that sound like songs that you make in the studio. They have auto tune, all that good stuff. So first, make a good quality track, right? So you got the song, you really like it. Yeah, then you upload it to your DistroKid, right? You register with your royalties websites, go to your YouTube account, and your Facebook ads manager. I want you to shoot a video. Videos are the most important thing about being an artist. I don't care what nobody says. Like, music videos are most important. This is how people find you. And YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. You feel me? So
Facts.
definitely lock in, bro. Like, so you get your video done. Unless you have a camera lying around, I think this is the only part of it where you would have to pay for it. Like I understand like it's really hard outside right now. Like, feel me? And I try to think of ways that people could get started without any capital, but it would be really hard to get a high quality video, just without paying for it. Without paying the price. Let me just say that. So upload your video to YouTube. You're gonna create a YouTube in-feed ad. If you don't, I can't, explain all these in depth right now, but just Google what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna create a YouTube in-feed ad, let it run for about $3 a day. You should be getting around 300 to 400 views a day on YouTube. Should be getting maybe 3 to 4 subscribers every day. Then you're gonna go to the Facebook Ads Manager, and you're gonna run a conversion ad to your song, and that's it. It's literally it. If people like the music, they are gonna tune in. Like that's something I struggled with at first. I was like, are people really gonna click on this? Like, but you gotta remember that people are literally on their phones all day, every day, just scrolling. And these apps are
Facts.
designed to only show you what it thinks that you would like. So that's why Facebook
Facts.
is so powerful right now. Because what other app really knows you enough to know exactly what type of ad to show you to get you to click on it?
Facts.
Right. And that directly helps people like me who's trying to get your attention. Why not go to the company that has the most data on everybody?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like once you break stuff down, bro, like it it's a lot more simple than what it is. Like it's a lot more simple than what it looks like. Definitely. Yeah.
Nah. Man, I love that. That was one of the best breakdowns we've had. Some people are, I guess, maybe not afraid, but yeah, I guess maybe intimidated about sharing like how they became what they became, or just really sharing knowledge or sharing game. But
Mm-hmm.
we really appreciate you sharing all that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
no
all
problem,
of
bro.
the links and everything in the thumbnail. So
Yeah.
for those who want to start, or even if you're in your musical journey already,
Mm-hmm.
you may not know about these tools and these softwares and these programs that you might be able to implement in your day to day right now. Well, we want to thank you, Adu, for joining us on the
Yes,
Unknown
sir.
Options.
Thank you for having
Please,
me.
oh yes sir, yes sir. Tell everyone like your social stuff, and I'll put those in the comments as well, or in the
Okay.
thumbnail as well.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Auto the Man. Twitter is Auto the Man. My music profiles on all platforms is Adu A1. So ADU space A1. What else? If you want to follow my photography page, where I do like other people's videos and sessions, that's shot by Adu. So SHOTBYADU. Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, I drop music every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, song is coming out. Working on an album. I think I might put out an EP before I put out the album. Just
Okay.
because I haven't put out an EP in a while. But yeah, bro. Literally, I'm just going to work, paying bills, making music, having a good time. I'm trying not to go crazy.
That's the
You
grind.
feel
That's
me?
the grind. That sounds like
Yeah.
life to me.
Nah, for real, bro. We working, bro.
Yeah,
Elevating. Everything's gonna get to where it needs to be. You just gotta stay consistent
definitely.
and just always
Yep,
keep elevating, bro. Never feel comfortable like for straight.
definitely. 100%. This has been one of the best episodes thus far on the
Appreciate it,
Unknown
man.
Options.
For real.
Everyone, go follow Adu, go subscribe, hit him on Spotify, Instagram, all those platforms.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you guys for tuning in, and for everyone that watched this long. Really appreciate your support, and sticking with us. Please comment. We need those comments. Please like. We need
Yeah.
those likes.
Like it up,
Please
bro.
subscribe. We definitely need those subscribes. Man, we appreciate y'all, man, and y'all have a great day.